Yo, what's going on, gang? I wanted to talk today about the biggest problem I'm noticing right now in Warzone. I mean, there's a bunch of little bugs and stuff like that, small fixes that honestly like don't bother me too much. The one thing that bugs me with Warzone, man, especially like a resurgence, is when a meta gets stagnant. Like, I think one of the key features that kept Verdansk so unique and so hot, like Modern Warfare 2019 for so long, were the frequent patch notes. Like every week, you know, it felt like every single week we're getting this new rotation. If not, it was every other week, where we're getting like a hot rotation of guns. So we weren't looking at four guns really in contention for an entire season, you know, or half of a season, and then so on and so forth. But I mean, it's no secret right now, these four guns, XM4, the Jackal, the PP19, the GPR91, all of these guns are top tier meta, and it's hard to really use anything other than just these guns. You can make content. I can make a video on the AK right now and let you know that I think, oh, the AK is the best gun ever. I might go and drop 25 kills with it, but that's just not true at the end of the day. Realistically, the only guns you're really gonna like perform, if you're not like an elite player, you're just a player who wants to like go out and fry out and get wins, there's four guns that are gonna help you compete and keep you in the mix, and it's always gonna be the meta. You know, being the XM4, the Jackal, the PP, and the GPR91. And I feel like this has been a common theme in Warzone for like a while now, where we see this aspect, and I think it's a little frustrating this year, especially like, I mean, look how many ARs we have just in Black Ops 6 alone. I mean, it's actually crazy how many really good guns there are, but then how far back the setback is in terms of TTK. I mean, the XM4 and the GPR91, they're a landslide away from most of the guns on this list. And then we look at like the next gun in contention. I want to say it's the RAL, like the RAL MG. Where's that thing at, dude? That was what, MW2? Yeah, this guy right here, the RAL, is supposedly like absolutely diesel right now, which in my opinion is mad frustrating, bro. Like, we just got BO6. I was already kind of against like MW2, MW3 guns coming into this, like in the mix, mixing it, like let's get a fresh start going. But they went ahead and added everything, and then out of all of the new guns they added, 4 of them are top tier viable. Like, only 4 of them are like really solid. There was a point in time in Modern Warfare 2019 where you could genuinely run any gun you wanted to, any secondary you wanted to, and fry out. That is not the case right now at all, like at all. Even like you look at the SMGs, the Jackal and the PP are crazy. The SOG is okay, but the problem is the mag is absolutely tiny. It has a super fast fire rate, so it's like damage per mag not really worth it. The C9, it's okay. It doesn't kill near as fast as the PP19 or the Jackal. I definitely think the SMGs are more balanced than the ARs in the sense of I can pick up a Tonto and go crazy. Like, that's definitely a thing. Tonto kind of rips. The Compact is absolute cheeks. Same with the KSV. It's not horrible, but it's not great. But regardless, most SMGs you can kind of do some with. But ARs, brother, not doing much of anything with the ARs. I don't think the shotguns either. I don't think any of the shotguns are really good. None of the LMGs are like ever really picked up or used. You don't see much of anything other than those 4 guns being used, and of course snipers. I mean, snipers are snipers. They're gonna be good. They're gonna be one-shot headshots, which is incredible. I think they need to keep that going. But it's just a bummer as a content creator who like wants to help people better their like Warzone skill. Like, obviously we can do strategies, we can do drop guides, we can do jump spots. There's all kinds of different videos we can make, but we're talking about guns right now. We're talking about meta loadouts, and when there's only 4 guns in rotation, it's gonna get stale. It's gonna get stagnant. I think it's best to throw a ton of guns in a rotation. This was also the first time, I gotta say this, it's the first time COD's ever dropped like a crazy blueprint in the shop and the gun wasn't absolutely cracked. And that was for the SOG. The SOG got a crazy blueprint with Season 1, and it wasn't super duper broken. It really was. It's a solid gun, but it wasn't super broken. Usually when you see like a gun entering the item shop, it's broken. Like all eyes on whatever the craziest blueprint is, the most expensive one usually is. But this is something I think we need to focus on and fix to really help balance out Warzone, like in full circle, man. It's one thing if there's always going to be an overall meta, and I know that, and I'm with that, but I think in general, if you make everything really good, like even just like generalized ground loot, like you have a chance no matter what, and I think that's what's going to keep players playing in the long run. Rather than everyone just absolutely sweating their ass off with meta weapons 24/7. I think it'd make it a better play experience, just for everybody, like in general, to have every gun like generalized and balanced, rather than like one gun standing out. That's like my main takeaway right now with Warzone, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I just think it needs to be addressed. But anyways, gang, listen, if you're new to the channel, enjoy the content, man, hit that sub button. Press that like button. I catch you all tomorrow for another heater. Let's get a game.